This is one of the best retirement calculators I've seen. It's I love the internet. I tell you, as much as social media and whatnot drives us crazy, there's just so much stuff out there for free. It's nuts. I gotta get my mic out of the way. All right, so a person on my YouTube channel, I forgot who it was, sent me this engaging hyphen, I guess, data, or engaging data.com. This is freaking fantastic. And I'll put a link in the show notes. Will money last retire early? So let's just dive into this. And I've just looked at a couple so far, but this is awesome. Post-retirement calculator. Will my money survive early retirement? I added a simple spending flexibility parameter that allows you to specify how much you could reduce your spending when your portfolio is below a certain threshold. You are the man, whoever wrote this, or the lady. Got a lot of ladies who love Excel spreadsheets and whatnot too. So when I say man, it's gender neutral. One of the key issues with retiring is a question about living your money. This is also known as longevity risk, and is especially important if you want to retire early, since your retirement could be 50 years or longer. The interactive post-retirement calculation and visualization looks at the question of whether your retirement savings can last long enough to support your retirement spending, and combines it with an average U.S. life expectancy values to get a full picture of the likelihood of running out of money before you die. All right. There's a couple things I noticed there which I didn't like, but I tell you, this is, I'm going to share on this freaking thing's awesome. Probabilities are based on historical cycles, which I like. The graph shows the likelihood of your balance being at different levels during each year of your retirement and compares it to the probability of dying during this time. Red indicates failure, so you can see a little bit of red there. Let's see. Green indicates success. You haven't run out of money. The probabilities are calculated based on looking at stock, bond, and cash returns from historical cycles from 1871 to 2016. If you expect to retire for 50 years, one historical cycle will be from 1871 to 1922. Another will be from 1872 to 1923, and so on. Thus, 95 different historical cycles are considered. In this case, it is important to note that these frequencies in the past are not the same as actual probabilities, right? Because just looking at historical what happened historically. Just because an outcome of court occurred, if you wonder what that is, my orange drink here. It's just this watered orange crush. Ooh, it's good. It's sugar-free, but watered orange crush. Just because an outcome happened once in history doesn't mean that there's a 1 in 95 chance, 1.05% of the same thing happening again in the future. However, if your retirement portfolio survives most historical cycles, there is a good chance it'll survive in the future without any black swan events. If something crazy occurs, e.g., example given, a nuclear war, your retirement balance may be the least of your worries. See, I love that. That's what I always say. That's my line. He's stealing my line, which is good. I love it. So we can safely ignore this since there is very little to prepare for it anyway. All right, so let's take a look at the top of the 4% rule. All right, so just tons of stuff here. Working, all right, the fire, okay, should you invest or wait? Okay. Should you invest or wait when the stock market is at an all-time high? Well, the stock market is never at an all-time high because it keeps going higher. All right. So let's go with this. I'm going to say I'm a male. All right. I'm going to say I'm spending $50,000 a year. I'm going to say I have a portfolio of let's see, I do my 5% rule. So what's $50,000 a year? I don't have my calculator. Oh, there it is. Hold on. All right. So I'm spending $50,000 a year. We're just going to use that. So I divide that by 5.05. That means I got $1 million. All right, so that's just 5%. Look, people get caught up like, what if you don't have $1 million? It's just 5%. I mean, look, it doesn't matter. 5% of whatever the amount you have. All right, I'm going to retire at age 55, and we'll just say I'm going to live until I'm 85. So we're going to live for 30 years, for simplicity. My spending flexibility. What was that again? That's a percentage of your annual spending that you could reduce when your portfolio's balance is lower. All right, so I'd reduce my spending by 10% if the portfolio goes below my initial balance. Percentage of your annual spending that you could reduce when your portfolio balance is lower than your initial balance. This only applies when your portfolio balance is lower than your initial balance on an inflation-adjusted basis. Okay, I got that. We're going to do, I don't know, 80%, 75% stocks, 25% bonds. All right, and we're not going to do any cash. All right, average tax rate. Average income tax, this is applied only to the amount you spend each year. Okay, note that this is not your tax bracket marginal rate. All right, so we're just going to say 11%. Investment fees, 2%. Okay, gotcha. Show inflation, inflation adjusted. Let's do nominal. That means it's not, yeah, let's show inflation. Not extra income, extra expenses. That, and this start age says if you made extra income, say you're going to take a part-time job, you start it here at 70, you do it to your 100, and how much would you get? I'm not going to do that. So I got no extra income. I'm going to say I'm spending, we'll say 5 basis points on Vanguard. 0.05%. 5 basis points. All right, cool. Oops, there we go. Death. Okay, cool. So, all right, there we go. Sweet. So this is death. Oh, see, this was freaking awesome. Watch this. Ready? So in this case, I'm spending 5% a year. I can withdraw my I can reduce my spending by 50 by 10%, $5,000 when it goes below $1 million. All right, I need this for 30. Let's do 35 years just to get a gauge here. Poink. And all right, so the green is, oh, look at that. So if it's a dark green, that means that 5 times my initial starting value. So I have 5 million bucks, more than 5 million bucks. Here I have 2 times my initial starting value. I got more than 2 million bucks. Here I got is more than my initial starting value, but less than 0. And here I died. So in this case, 5% for 35 years, 75% stocks, 25% bonds. As long as I have a flexibility to withdraw my portfolio to reduce it by 10% when the market goes, when I go below my initial balance. I mean, I look at that. So I go broke when I'm, let's see, when I'm 71.7% of the time I go broke. When I'm 74, 5% of the time I went broke. When I'm 82, 13% of the time I went broke. And when I'm 89, 7% of the time I went broke. And let's see. And when I'm 75, there's a 32% chance I'll be dead. When I'm 82, there's a 54% chance I'll be dead. So this is pretty cool. So when I'm 82 years old, there's a 54% chance I'll be dead if I'm living right now at 55, right? Is it what it was, 55? Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm 82, there's a 54% chance I'll be dead. There's a 13% chance I'll be broke. There's a 12% chance I'll have between 0 and $1 million. There's 11% chance I'll have more than $1 million. 8% chance I'll have more than $2 million, and 0.5% chance I'll have more than $5 million. And this is historical now. So we got how many ever cycles there are from since 1871 to 35 years of retirement. When I'm see, this is what makes this so. This is what makes this so freaking good. Because they're showing you, oh, you're going to run out of money. Yeah, but there's a 73% chance you'll be dead. What's that based on? Life expectancy. The interactive post, hold on a sec. Just see what the life is on the longevity risk. The post retirement visuals have the question of whether your savings will build out enough support your combined with U.S. average life expectancies. I don't know. I wonder how they're doing that. I just wonder how they're doing the life expectancy. Visualize longevity risk. All right. One of the key takeaways is how large the wage of death gets as you get older and how likelihood of dying is much higher than running out of money. Exactly. Another important takeaway is your retirement has a large likelihood of success. Your retirement balance is most likely to be larger than your initial balance. Yeah, but how they... Man, I wish they said how they did the average life expectancy. Is that the average life expectancy when you're 55 or the average life expectancy? I don't know. That's, I don't know. I don't know what the average life expectancy is there. Is the average life expectancy for a newborn baby or someone who's 55 years old? I wonder if we, all right, so let's go 82. So let's change this around to 82. 54.3% chance I'm dead. So if we change it to 60, It should not be the same life. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. At 82, 52.1% chance I'll be dead. At 65, there's at 82, there's a 48.9% chance I'll be dead. At 82, okay. Because I'm a male. What if I do female? At 82, 30. Okay, well, there you go. All right, well, I think so. What's happening here? Produce a plotty. What is plotty? Plotly. This is. I see. Oh, man, I love this because look. Let's just go back now. We'll say you're 60 years old. You're gonna live. We're gonna say you're gonna live for 30 years, just for simplicity. All right, just for simplicity. We're gonna say you're gonna take 5% a year out. You're like, oh my goodness, there is a. By the time I'm 89, you're 90 years old, there's only a 10% chance I might run out of money. Yeah, but there's a 68% chance you won't be here. You see how that works? Like this, I just find this to be incredible. It's so easy to forget that, yeah, there's a good, well, I want to say good, a chance you run out of money, but there's an even better chance you'll be dead. Dead! All right, so let's change a couple things. Oh, man, I love it. I love this tool. I love this tool because it shows you, by the time I'm 81, there's an 8.3% chance I'll be broke. So I'm going to lose money. But there's a 36% chance you'll be dead. And there's actually a 24% chance that you have between 0 and $1 million. So you take those two chances. There's a 8.3. So you take the two, the being dead or having 24% of your money in there. Actually, it's even more than that. You got 15, 31, 24. I mean, it just, does that add to 100? I don't think it does it? So we got, hold on a sec, 36.5 plus 8.3 plus 24.3, 16 plus, it does. That adds up to 100. Oh, God bless you, whoever wrote this. Look at that. There's a 100% chance one of these things are going to happen. 36% chance you'll be dead, 1 in 3. 15%, 1 in 8, you'll have more than $2 million. Basically, 1 in 8 that you have more than $1 million. 1 in 4 that you'll have between 0 and $1 million, and 8.3% chance you'll be broke. I'm subscribing to this guy. This is freaking awesome. All right, so let's change the investment fees to 1%. What was it? We were just at 82, right? Yeah, so 82 at 1%, 40% chance you'll be dead, 15% chance you'll be broke. And look how much different it skews it in terms of being broke. And you only got a 5% chance you have more than $2 million, 1 in 20, whereas before it was 1 in 8. That is. I don't know what's this. This is just freaking awesome. I love it, man. So let's go back to get rid of this guy, 0.05. All right, and then we're going to change this to 0. And it changes it. So 82, 40% chance you'll be dead, 15% chance you'll be broke, 1 in 8 chance you have, is it 1 in, yeah, what's 1 divided by 15? 1 divided by 15? Well, 6.6%. So 1 divided by 12 is 8. Okay, good. So anyway, you can see it. Look at that. That's at 5 basis points fees, not adjusting spending. Let's say we adjusted spending by 20%. I mean, so if we adjust it, I don't even want to have to do that because I don't think you have to. We're not even going to adjust spending. I mean, my goodness, because look, the worst case scenario, right there. That's the worst case scenario. When 84 years old, the worst case scenario is you got 16. So of every single capacity of your life, 84% of the time you're either dead or you got money. Let's change this to, we'll say blank 0, put 25% cash there. Oops. Did that change it much? Okay, so let's just change this to 75-25. That's just. I'm gonna comment here. I guess I gotta post something to comment? Do I gotta sign in? All right, lots of comments. All right, so I'll log in and comment on this. This is yeah, right. Thanks so much for making this tool. I especially love the risk of death. I sometimes forget that the risks are not just run out of money. I heard Carl, Mr. 1500, on What's Up Next podcast saying something like, you might run out of money, but you're definitely going to run out of time. Yeah, dude, that's freaking, I love it. Oh, I saw someone here says we got 2 financial advisors. Should never have 2 financial advisors. We have 2 financial advisors at 2 different firms. This completely supports the financial plans that they have both provided. However, your graph makes it so clear, simple to understand, and easy to modify. More importantly, since I'm 65 and hubby is 72, it provides me the comfort of seeing that I can take the big leap into retirement without fear of living in a cardboard box. I would just simply say, yeah, but guess what? I wonder if the financial advisors are using the fees, and I hope she is, but whatever. All right, so let's I want to see this. Greenhouse gas emissions from airplane flights. Who's told me about that? Traveling by plane produces significant greenhouse gases emissions, huh? Flying an airplane is likely the most greenhouse gas intensive activity you do. In a few short hours, you can travel thousands of miles across a country or ocean. It takes a large amount of fossil fuel energy, oil, to lift an 80-ton airplane to the ground and propel it 600 miles an hour through the air. Every hour of travel in a Boeing 737 consumes around 750 gallons of jet fuel. Even when dividing the fuel usage across the passengers and cargo of an aircraft, airplane travel consumes a significant amount of fuel per passenger. The fuel economy is estimated to be about the same as a fairly efficient hybrid car driven by one person. However, because you can go 10 times faster and much further more easily than you can in a car, airplane travel can, on an absolute basis, emit large amounts of greenhouse gases. In fact, an individual passenger's share of emissions from a single airplane flight can exceed the average annual greenhouse gas emissions per capita from another countries and the global average. The following flight calculator and data visualization shows the miles and emissions produced per passenger by an airplane trip that you can specify. Choose 2 airports that you're interested in and click the calculate flight. Right here. Perfect. So we're going to fly to London. What's our greenhouse gas emission? So remember, greenhouse gas is water vapor, methane, and CO2. All right, CO2 is a smaller, tiny of it, but that's what everyone hates because, well, now we're starting to hate methane because they want us to be vegans. Ain't gonna happen. The round trip from New York to London is 7,400 miles, 7,040 miles, and produces 2.1 tons of CO2 equivalent for each passenger. In 2017, 81 countries in the world have lower annual per capita emissions than this flight, accounting for 46.9% of the. I love it. All right, I wonder if I could. Too bad I couldn't embed this. I'd love to embed this right here, man. It is just awesome. Thank you. Dude, whoever's doing this, I want to donate to this guy. This is just freaking awesome. All right, so there you have it. We'll see you guys next time.